Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a video all about how to work from home. I know that pretty much the whole entire world right now is kind of stuck at home, working from home because of everything that's going on. I don't want to touch too much about that because it's been such an anxiety inducer for me personally. And I just want to talk about what I've been doing to stay productive at home and some struggles that I've come up with, some struggles that I'm hearing from you guys on Instagram, from family, from friends, and speak to you guys about some of the solutions that I've come up with and some of the solutions that a good friend of mine, actually is a life coach, has shared with me to share with you guys on how to best combat these like major struggles and obstacles that people are coming across. And she is also offering a discount code for all of you guys that need more specific help. She is offering a discount for some of her online life coaching, and I will leave all that information in the description box below. But if you guys want to know some of my tips and tricks on how to keep daily structure when you're working from home, then go ahead and keep on watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, so some of the common struggles that I've been hearing, and I have a list in front of me that I'm going to read off of, is not knowing when to stop and start your day, taking too many breaks throughout the day, not prioritizing things for yourself, slacking off on tasks, being on a call and roommates or other people living in your household are too loud, food becomes a way to procrastinate throughout your day, your environment is too lax and less urgent or professional, so things don't seem as pressing or that you actually need to go to work, and how to still prioritize housework while working from home so that after a long work day you don't feel like you have so much to do around the house and that you don't have time to actually unplug and relax. So those are the main topics that I'm going to be covering and talking about today. So let's start with the first one: how to know when to start and when to stop your day. So one of the biggest tips that I learned from Azul, my friend who is a life coach, is to structure your day around your meals. Now, how does that work? For me, what I've been doing is I set an alarm to wake up at the same time every single day. Now, normally in my real life work, when I'm working as a personal trainer, my first client is usually at 6 a.m. So I need to get to work at around 5:45 a.m., which means I'm leaving my house at 5:30 and I'm waking up at 5. So I'm not doing that right now, so waking up at 5 o'clock is a little bit excessive, but I do still want to make sure that I'm waking up early so that I get everything that I need done throughout my day, while also not feeling like I'm slacking off. Because for me, waking up at 8 a.m. seems like, oh my god, the whole entire day has already gone by since I'm so used to waking up at 5. So right now my alarm is going off at 6:45 a.m. and I am up and out of bed by 7. So since my wake up is around 7 a.m., I kind of structure everything around that time period. Now that is going to vary for every single person, but that for me is my wake up. Now, your daily structure based on hours is also going to be a little bit different depending on if you want to do something for you first thing in the morning or if you need to get straight into work. For me personally, I really enjoy doing my workout first thing in the morning, but it also depends on my filming schedule here, so my day-to-day varies a little bit. Now, what I like to do is I like to sit down the night before and figure out what my tasks are for the next day. I set those intentions, that way when I wake up in the morning I know exactly what I need to do, what needs to get done, and it gives you a little bit extra motivation to get up out of bed in the morning, since you're like, okay, I have to do these tasks before this time, etc., etc., and it kind of gets the ball rolling. Now you can take that daily tasks list one step or two steps further even by breaking that up into your 3 top most important tasks that have to be completed that next day, as well as a bunch of other ones that need to be completed but they're not as urgent. And then you can take all of those things and split them up to specific hours in the day. Like 7 a.m. I need to wake up, I need to have my breakfast, and then by 8 a.m. I need to be sitting down and working on this, I need to have this call at this time, I need to send these emails out at this time, whatever it is, and kind of structure your day per hour, and that way you know at 11 a.m. that's when you're getting your workout in, and then at noon is when you're showering, eating your lunch, and then you're getting back to the rest of your tasks the rest of the day. However you feel is going to be best structure for you in your area of work, type of work. I think that adding some sort of structure like that, having your daily tasks, have them assigned to an hour, really makes your day the most productive. Now, it's very easy to fall into a trap of doing way too many things for self-care and doing way too many things for work, either or, in one day. You need to create some sort of balance so that you're not overloading yourself on work and you're not slacking off too much. So I like to add specific things throughout my day that are for me while I'm also working. For me, first thing in the morning, I have to make my bed, because once I'm out of bed, I need to start working on my day, what I need to do. And the first thing to do is to kind of turn off sleep mode. So that means I'm making my bed, and then what I'll do is I'll do something for me, which means I'm gonna go and make myself a cup of coffee. And while I'm drinking that cup of coffee, I'll reread what my tasks are for that day. And for example, today what I did was, while I was drinking my cup of coffee, I kind of broke down the layout for this video that I knew that I needed to be filming later on in the day. So that was a super important task, but it didn't require responding back to emails or doing anything too businessy or work related. It's something that was more creative, that I was excited to sit down and plan out while I was drinking my coffee. I think that it's really important when you're working from home to still get dressed for work. That means that you're getting out of your pajamas, which means you're, again, turning off the sleep mode, and now you're turning on work mode. That doesn't mean that you have to go and get dressed in like your suit or anything like that, but I think even switching into a fresh pair of loungewear, putting on shoes of some sort, kind of sets the intention of, okay, I'm going to work now. Maybe you still put on a little bit of mascara, you still do your hair, something like that that's still gonna make you feel like, okay, I am in a professional setting now and I'm going into work. Now that I am dressed and ready to start my workday, I go and I get through my actual work-related tasks that are on my checklist assigned to those hours. Once you've kind of completed your daily tasks, it's now getting towards the evening time, let's say around 5 p.m. As soon as it becomes dinner time, that is when I start to unwind and I shut off work for the rest of the day. Once it's dinner time, that means it's the end of the workday, turn everything off, now it's time for you. During this time where you can't really leave the house, I've decided to stop procrastinating and begin to learn a bunch of skills that I have wanted to do for a long time. So I actually bought an online calligraphy course, and so once I'm done with my work day, I sit down and I do that for me for about an hour, whatever it is. I just sit down, play some music in the background, and I work on my calligraphy, and that way I'm learning a new skill. I'm also relaxing. It's almost a form of meditation, and that's a great way for me to kind of do something at the end of the day for me that's still productive in a different way. And maybe for you, that's learning a new recipe, looking something up online and cooking for dinner, something like that. You know, get creative with it. You have so much time on your hands right now. So that's a little bit about how I stop my day, how I structure my day, and make sure that I'm staying on top of my tasks, as well as making sure that I'm still in a professional mindset and still prioritizing things for myself. And I do want to talk a little bit more about that now. Let's first quickly talk about when you're going to be on a work call. Something that I've done is I take a little what's it called? I wrote I'm on a call on a index card, and I just kind of tape that to the front of my door of my room so that people know that I'm on a call or that I'm in a virtual training session. And I made one for my dad as well so that he can put that on his room door when he's in a call. So that's kind of helped a little bit. And I think just like letting people know in your house, hey, I'm jumping on a call in a few minutes, is going to help everybody know that they need to kind of keep it down a little bit, so that there's less fighting and less yelling and less unprofessionalism. Now, I totally get that food becomes a very easy way to procrastinate your tasks throughout the day, so I do want to talk about that just a little bit. We have already spoken about how to structure your day around your meals, so you should have meals scheduled out in your calendar, breakfast, lunch, dinner, but snack breaks are also important. And I think that letting yourself have time, maybe it's the last 10 minutes of every hour, you walk around your house, get some blood flowing in your body, go grab a snack. But I also think that those breaks can be utilized in other ways. I'm the type of person that if I know that things need to be done or tidied up around my house, I get anxious knowing that those things need to be done. So I suggest being very productive in those breaks that you're going to give yourself throughout the day, and not just using them to go and snack on food. If you need a break to turn off your mind for a few minutes at the end of the hour from your work, I think that going and cleaning the dish from your breakfast, or maybe throwing a load into the washing machine, tidying up the pillows in the living room, putting your shoes away from last night that are still by the front door, whatever it is, those little things that you can do to tidy up your household throughout the day. Or maybe it's even, oh, I have to pay this bill, or I need to give this person a quick ring back or text back, something like that, is going to be way more productive than sitting and scrolling through Instagram for 10 minutes or something mindless like that. And then at the end of your workday, you can go ahead and reward yourself with social media time, with TV time, things like that, because you've been so productive with work and household little bits throughout the day, and you're going to feel so much better. And then the last thing is kind of touching back on the professional environment thing. For me, my room is also my desk, my area where I am working. So I like to spend my first hour when I wake up to kind of put things away in my room, okay? So I wake up, I make my bed, and I take the next 10-15 minutes to just tidy everything else up, put everything that's out of place back in place so that my work environment is nice and tidy, and I have a clean and clear mind. I just have my essentials of what I need on my desk for the work that I am doing. That's for me and my space specifically. Now, you in your house may not have a desk in your room, and you need to create an environment that you're going to be working in. And maybe that's at the dining room table, whatever it is. I definitely think that it's going to be important to take your work out of your relaxing space in your room. For me, I'm very used to it because I did work from home for so many years, but I totally get that, you know, somebody who's not used to working from home can feel too comfortable, too unprofessional working from their bedroom. So whatever space you can kind of dedicate to your work space at home, even if it's a small area, I say do it. I think that it's going to help you kind of separate house from work. You'll compartmentalize that in your brain a little bit better, and you know that you need to go to your desk to get your work done. So another response that I got from you guys letting me know what your biggest struggles have been working from home was that you're snacking constantly on junk food. And honestly, it's something that I've been struggling a lot with myself these past few days, week. It's already been a week. And I don't quite have a solution for that one yet. I think the biggest thing is when you're getting up to go get a snack, realize what you're doing and be like, okay, I know that I really want a cookie right now, but maybe I'll grab a apple instead, or some carrot sticks, or some sort of healthy snack. Bring that back to your desk, eat that snack, and then if you're still really craving the cookie in another hour, eat the cookie, but try to make the healthy choices before that and try and procrastinate eating that cookie as long as possible, or whatever the junk food is. Alright, I think that is it for today's video. Hopefully it made sense. I feel like I jumped around a little bit, but I definitely feel like I did a good job at getting my point across. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and let me know if you have been struggling with anything else, or if you have any other tips for the things that people have been struggling with in the comments section below. Let's have a conversation. Let's kind of all support each other through this kind of really weird time, kind of scary, kind of productive. I don't know, it's just a weird time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.